Well, good afternoon, everyone. We have made only negative progress today. We will officially be in positive progress when we pass Kolesnikov, which is just coming up. So we're about to get into the positive. We've only gone backwards since the morning. We loaded at 5:30 in the morning, dropped our trailers at KIW, drove to Salmo, Bobtail, got 4 all-season tires installed to replace my balding tires, the 4 that were the most bald, the closest to being illegal. That smoke has definitely gotten thicker. Look at that smoke. We thought forest fire season was over. Yeah, some people like passing a little closer than others. But yeah, went and got 4 new tires. They were looking for old tires first, but at least we got 4 all seasons. We'll burn some part of that off before we get our 8 winters. And they can save these for next summer for somebody else. And then we went to Bill's Heavy Duty, just down the road from here, behind us. And we've sat there for many, many hours. It was indeed the same problem we had in Prince George. Cylinder 6, some kind of air code. They couldn't tell what it was. What was it, a week ago? 2 weeks ago? A week ago? When we were at Bill's here.
Oh, you went last week?
Yeah, it was last week. And they cleared out the air again, once again, cylinder 6. Some kind of issue with it. And it started feeling like crazy the last 2 days. So I was getting derated and all that fun stuff. So brought it in, and today it was running poor enough that they could finally spot where the problem was. They replaced my fuel injector and all my air codes are gone. Let's hope it stays that way. Let's hope that was the actual problem. They feel pretty confident that it was, so he knows if it's not that, it would be something to do with our camshaft, and that would mean our truck is down for days. So, but they feel confident that they got it, so I'm optimistic as well. And we're now finally making ground again. We actually caught up yesterday. We were back on schedule. I got unloaded on time. I got unloaded yesterday in Grand Forks, drove over here to Kolesnikov, got loaded early in the morning in hopes of staying ahead of schedule or staying on schedule. But that was not meant to be. Having said that, we're only probably about 4 hours behind schedule.
So you take care of the truck and takes it.
Yeah, take care of the truck. Rather take care of the truck now, and that way it doesn't break down on me on top of a mountain and we're losing even more hours. Oh, the smoke is definitely thick here. Just can taste the smoke. Nasty. The wind must have changed. Yeah, just saying the wind changed. Oh, it is thick here. You can just taste. It's like, once again, this is a very accurate description of it. It's like sticking your head in a forest or in a campfire. That smoke, that's what we're tasting and smelling. We just can't get our head out of the fire, out of the smoke. Oh, hopefully it'll go away as soon as we climb up out of Castlegar. And then, of course, I had a new problem today morning that we have not fixed yet because it's a one-time problem. I talked to our maintenance guy, and this goes, he possibly knows what's wrong, but we'll find out first if it's a one-off or if it's going to be a consistent new problem. When we were loading this load, my bridge weight was way high, way overweight on the bridge. At least that's the PSI gauge was telling me that we're way overweight. And the forklift driver just goes, there's no possible way. And I was going, there's no possible way. There's not enough lumber on the back of this truck to be that far overweight. We removed one bundle. He goes, just in case, to be safe. Hit the scale. Sure enough, we're way underweight. So we'll see if the gauge somehow got stuck or something, and we'll see if it gets rattled loose or whatever. It sure will make my life hard as heck if I don't have a reliable gauge to go on. How do I know how heavy I am? So hopefully it was a one-off. If it does that again, I'm going to get them to replace that gauge. And then of course the other problem that's ongoing is the ABS light doesn't kick on when I start up my truck on the lead trailer. So hoping that's just a wiring or a lighting issue, and I have actual ABS, but I've let dispatch know, I've let everyone know, so hopefully they have a plan for that to get repaired. Do I get your last Withers?
We have another bag.
We have another. Oh, this is the Withers no sugar added one.
You grabbed it.
I accidentally grabbed the wrong bag. Yeah, it's smoky here. It's just getting thicker and thicker. 90. I didn't miss the 90 for once. Not that it matters. Climbing up hills, so at least I'm not derated. Climbing up hill, full power of the engine. Is this a new fire or is it wind change? There is a fire here by Castlegar, but it just filled this valley with smoke.
So there's at least 3 or 4 fires.
Oh, it's 3 or 4 fires in the same area that are causing
One major.
this smoke. Wow, I was hoping we were out of smoky season, but I'm confident that once we climb out of here, over the Paulson, we'll be in smoke free again. Maybe a little bit of smoke by Karamias.
We're planning a burn there or something.
And that's the only fires I predict we're going to be running through today. This one here, and then Karamias one. School buses. School is back. I gotta remember school zones. Very important. I've been just ignoring them and blowing through school zones. I cannot do that anymore. Gotta listen to those school zones. But yeah, we are on the way. Actually, I can have a good guess of. So it'll take us about, I'd say about 10 hours to get from here to Richmond. We have 6 hours of drive time left. So that's 4 hours. We can get going at 6.
You have 6 hours and 4 minutes remaining on time.
Thanks.
It takes you a lot longer.
And there'll be rush hour in the morning we have to deal with. So I'd say 10 a.m. is a optimistic time we'll be unloading tomorrow at Modern. Which leaves us enough time to get reloaded. Even if it's 12 unloaded at 12, to give us, I'll throw in 2 hours. Even then, we have time to get reloaded. And then if we can get that load even closer to destination. Try to slowly knock hours off of that. We're apparently loading somewhere in Vancouver area to Penticton, so home. We'll be unloading at home the next day, so let me think. Today is Wednesday, tomorrow's Thursday, so we're unloading at home on Thursday? Oh no, today's Wednesday. Yeah, unloading on Friday morning at home. Maybe we'll be sent to Klesnikoff for a load to OK Falls or something like that, if we can manage to save some time. Or else we'll lose a load. If we don't get a load on Friday, I lost a load this week with all these breakdowns. So we'll see. We will see. Make the best use of the hours we've got left. The smoke is nasty.
Keep right to Highway 3 West.
Sorry, Garmin, the scale's open. I've got to go east first. Got to go east first. And that always adds an additional 5-10 minutes to the trip. Only downsides to the scales, really.
Keep right to Highway 3 West.
Oh, I can't wait to get out of this smoke. This is nasty. Yeah, we were a little further north where the smoke wasn't bad at all, so at least we weren't stuck here in this. That would have sucked.
Recalculating.
Thanks, Carmen. All right, I'll roll over those scales. And I got my tires replaced, even though I didn't quite need to. I was still legal on all my tires. I had a good solid millimeter left to go before I was at the legal limit. But I'll let these people through. I don't know what they're doing. Don't know why they're in here. I think people pull in thinking it's a rest area or something, and all of a sudden they find all us big rigs in here. Slow down to let the pickup go past in the bypass lane, but that jumped a little higher than when I weighed at Klesnikoff.
Turn left on Highway
steers.
3.
That jumped to 23 on the bridge? Stopped for some reason, probably just to check if my brake lights work. They do that sometimes. Those numbers jumped around enough that I'm going to hit that midway scale and just write our numbers down and just see what the gauge is doing. A nice even ground. Just because I want to track what our gauges are doing and if it needs to be replaced or not. If I hadn't stopped and just floored it, I could have made it between these vehicles, but let's not do that. Oh, yeah. This place is hard to get onto sometimes. Let me pick a lower gear here because it's a slight uphill. Okay. Okay, one more car there and one more truck there, and we're gonna go for it. Come on, minivan. There we go. I'm always scared that once you start rolling early like that like the minivan will all of a sudden go, oh shoot, he's rolling, I'm gonna slam on the brakes. And it's like, no. I've got this timed out. Just keep doing your thing. We're good. I wonder if they hit that stop sign just to also see if we're paying attention. We don't need a more interesting day. I mean, I'm fine if they want to do a full inspection on the truck, go ahead, there's nothing. I mean, I guess they could find something that I might have overlooked, but I have inspected this truck and trailer thoroughly. I know what I have under my feet. I know which tires are getting near the legal limit. Even with replacing 4, there's some that are getting low.
Highway 3.
But they have at least another month to go. And I also know I have a brake pad that is, or I guess a brake shoe, that's getting very low. But it's still legal. It is barely still legal, less than a millimeter, but it is still legal. I don't use a lot of brakes, so it might be still legal for a long time. Did he just do a U-turn? He must have come out the wrong exit and lost, and he's going back into town. So he came out of that exit where these trucks are coming out, and he's going back into town. Forgot something at home? Or at work? Okay, let's get out of this smoke. Well guys, thanks for watching. I'm honestly having a good day. Even though we've just really started our day, you know what? Why complain about stuff that's completely out of your control? It is what it is. I'm still having a good day. I will try to worry about the things I have control over, which is very little. Right now, the only control I have is which way I'm facing the steering wheel. And I'm good with that. And you know what? That's what makes life happy, is not worrying about things that you can't do anything about anyway. What we can do about though is, I'm hungry. I am so hungry. All our food was in the truck while we were sitting there waiting for it to repair. So it's time for some food. So let's have some lunch. And don't forget to hit the thumbs up. Bye.